E aí, gente, beleza? Bom, a gente tinha parado aqui nessa vila, onde um frango gigante salvou a gente no último episódio, pelo menos é o que eu acho, né? Que o Yuri ele tava vendo muita coisa e acabou vendo um frango gigante salvando ele, carregando pro outro lado. Bom, trouxe todo mundo pra cá, pra essa vila. E como é que é o nome mesmo dessa cidade? É Yuri, a cidade central. E vamos lá ver qual é dessa cidade.
Jorgen and Mantic are totally different. It's much cooler here. Maybe it's the ocean.
The ocean is very nice, yeah? It's a beautiful place, too.
But it seems boring. I wonder what the folks here do for fun.
I kind of like it. This kind of calm, quiet village suits me. I can't stand loud people.
Oh, that's gotta hurt, old man.
She was talking about the town, not about me.
Maybe.
Esse
Do you really hate me that much?
tá, pelo que eu vi. Eles gostaram da cidade, é uma cidade perto do mar. Aqui já é o mapa central. E aí, senhora, tudo bem? Ih, rapaz. O chefe da nossa vila é um grande homem, mas sábio é e ainda é mais inteiro. O sábio vai rechaçar qualquer monstro que possa nos atacar. Calma ainda. Rapaz. Esse menino aqui tá correndo. Aquela caixa, sinto que já vi aqui em algum lugar. Mas não consigo lembrar onde foi. Uma cidade sem barreiras.
I had no idea there were villages in the middle of the sands of Kagor.
I'm impressed they've managed to live
Deserto de
here without a
Chicago.
barrier to protect them.
They don't even have outer walls. Any monster could destroy this village easy. I don't feel like I could really get a good night's sleep in a place like this.
I do wonder how they handle the danger of wild monsters.
I guess everyone in town is just really strong.
Could you be any more stupid?
E aí, seu vendedorzinho? Ah, seu vendedor. Eu lembro que tinha passado aqui num outro episódio e comprei suprimento, comida, essas coisas e fiquei sem dinheiro. Bom, quem sabe a gente pega mais dinheiro, né? Opa, e aí, tudo bem? Vocês vieram ali no mar? Devem estar tão cansados. Vocês ficaram no navio por muito tempo, né? Ah, o quê? Não? Belacher? Que isso? Oi, menino. Você tá morando nas cavernas? Vai ver, eles não sabem o que é Belacher. Ó, tem um baú aqui. Barraca simples. Recupera 50 de PV e de PT. E aí, doguinho? Ah, uau. Infelizmente eu não te entendo como repetir. Ah. Deixa eu ver o que esse senhor aqui tá olhando. Se vocês têm alguma pergunta, devia perguntar pro sábio. Vocês podem contar mesmo com nosso prefeito atual é muito confiável. Eu vou ter que procurar esse sábio então. Ele deve estar naquela casa obviamente grande aqui. Que não parece com objetivo, sabe? Olha, tem um gato. Miau. Miau também, pra tu.
So after all we went through to cross the desert, we can't meet Pharaoh.
And after you've all risked your lives to help me.
Maybe it's better that we didn't find him after all.
Yeah, if we had to fight him now, we probably wouldn't make it out.
Think about it though, Pharaoh can fly. He's free to be pretty much anywhere at any time. Tracking him down will be a tall order unless he's got a lair somewhere in the area.
No one's saying that meeting him will be impossible. We might get some information if we ask around in the town.
You're right. Thank you, both of you.
Ah, eu tenho que entrar aqui. Na casa do sábio. A porta parece estar bem fechada. Pelo visto. Ué, jogo. E a casa? É a residência do sábio. Por que eu não posso entrar? Bom, eu vou pelo único caminho disponível, que é por aqui por baixo. Se o controle deixar.
Weird. It's in the middle of the desert, but look at all the plants.
It sort of reminds me of Mantake.
Yeah, but there is something different.
Really?
There may be more here than meets the eye. Maybe the truth is hidden away.
Leave it to Judith to put things into perspective.
The better the intuition, the more you see.
Hey, I have intuition.
É, mas a Judith é melhor. Anda, Yuri. Não trave, rapaz. Força nas pernas. Quem é que eu tenho que falar na vila? Talvez seja alguém que tava naquele pier ali, ó. Quem que ir? Eu não sei. E aí? Aí, ó, vê?
That box.
Do you know something about this box?
Launchy had it. Where did you get it?
On a ship called the Atherum, my lovely lady. Have you heard of it?
Of course. You know about the Atherum too?
Yes. We happened to come across it on the ocean.
Did you see Launchy?
And Launchy would be...
Oh, Launchy is my love. I'm sorry to suddenly get so personal.
Ih, rapaz, então o amado dela, o namorado, eu não sei o que é dela, era aquela caveirona que tava com a caixa, eu acho.
Your love. Damn it. Hey, Carol. Your turn.
Pelo que parece era ele mesmo, tipo... Ah, mas... Poxa, não faz tanto tempo pra ele ficar daquele jeito.
You're hopeless. All that we saw was, the ship itself. Oh, I see.
Could I ask your name?
Oh, my name is Yuafan.
Ah, o Carol falou que não era, mas talvez seja, né? Vai que ele só tá protegendo ela.
That's the name that was in the diary we found on the Atherum.
Perhaps she's a descendant with the same name?
Do you know about the clear CL crystal?
They say it has the power to drive back monsters.
The sage said it was necessary to make a barrier around the town. Is that what's in the box?
Eu acho que seja não.
We came to deliver this box to you.
I see.
Hey, is that the key?
Could I have the box?
Ela vai abrir a caixa.
Wow, is this the clear CL crystal?
Que bonito.
Looks like it.
It's so sparkly and glittery. A treasure even more beautiful than sea sparkles blooming on the surface of the ocean.
Parece que tem alguma coisa dentro do
So
cristal.
who's that sage you were talking about earlier?
The sage is a great Critian who came to our town from across the desert. A Critian?
Ah, ele também tinha as orelhinhas pontudas igual a...
Well, creating a barrier is basically creating a Blastia.
Blastia? But we can make Blastia with current technology, right?
There are people who do. You saw the Blastia at Emmett Hill in Cair Bakram. But I don't think that sage guy is the one who made those Blastia with messed up formulas.
I'm sorry. I don't really understand. But the sage said that the clear CL crystal was needed to create the barrier.
Eles não sabem que é Blastia.
So Longchi set out to look for it. It's been 3 years since he left.
Ah, faz 3 anos.
3 years, huh? You must be worried.
Wait, this sounds weird.
Yeah, the stories don't match up.
Até que não bate,
You
né?
think she could have miscounted by 1,000 years?
How old is she anyway?
Será se o cristal tem alguma coisa a ver com viagem no
The
tempo?
same thing could have happened 3 years ago, or 1,000 years ago, probably.
They say that history repeats itself, but who really knows?
Is that sage in this town? Where does he live?
Oh, yes. He lives in the house farthest into the town.
I think it might be faster if we went to talk to the sage.
Eu também acho.
Maybe so.
If you're going there, could you take the clear CL crystal to the sage for me?
Yes, of course.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's go.
Tá, eu adquiri cristal céu transparente. A gema dentro de uma caixa vermelha que vamos levar para o sábio. E aí a gente vai descobrir os mistérios dessa gema misteriosa. Esse pedaço de cristal que tem tipo uma galáxia dentro. Bonito. Oxi! Ué? Você tá bem, menina? Tu tava andando escorregando? Ou foi impressão minha? Ele deu uma viradinha pro lado assim, ó. Deixa eu me afastar para ver o que acontece. Ah, nossa, ele anda arrastando as pernas. Sabe, tem alguém em casa procurando um sábio.
Excuse me.
Ah lá.
Huh? Hey, that's... You're...
Who exactly?
We've run into each other a couple times.
You? How have you come to this place?
What do you mean, how? We walked. As in, across the desert.
I see. And yet, how did you... No matter. For what reason have you come?
We're a little curious about this.
This must have cost you dearly to obtain.
Actually, it just sort of landed in our lap.
That was quite a miracle.
You're planning on making a barrier blastia, aren't you? You're free to go pretending you're a sage, but forget about making any blastia. Who would even consider building a barrier blastia with something that's so obviously not a core?
But it is a solid mass of air. It simply lacks an inscribed formula.
Lacks an inscribed formula? What do you mean?
They are most commonly known as apatheia, of which the clear CL crystal is one example.
So this is an apatheia?
That the treasure you've been looking for, old man?
Also, I am not the sage.
Huh?
No such being exists any longer.
That's a problem. We'll need to get that back from you in that case.
Neither I nor humanity have a need for such a thing.
Whoa! What are you doing? Hold on a sec!
It's the same phenomenon we saw at Cave Mock!
Oh, man. Just when I found one.
The apatheia bring only chaos to humanity. They are better off returned to air.
Return to air? Is that really all you did just now?
It's still no reason to go smashing other people's things.
Não tô entendendo qual é a desse personagem, porque outra vez que eu encontrei ele também fez a mesma coisa e falou que todos esses cristais têm que voltar pro ar e tá causando caos para a humanidade, alguma coisa assim. E eu não sei qual é a dele.
What kind of a person treats treasure so poorly?
Eu tava meio que quieto porque eu queria entender. Que é a primeira vez que ele fala assim, sabe?
Wasn't the clear CL crystal, the apatheia, needed to save this town from the monsters?
This town has no use for a barrier, and no need to be saved. This place has been granted everlasting calm.
Come to mention it, it is pretty quiet here.
But still, there are monsters like Pharaoh nearby.
How do you know of Pharaoh?
I'd ask you the same thing. You seem to know about him yourself.
Please, tell us what you know. Pharaoh referred to me as a poison.
I see.
You know something, don't you?
There is a being in this world who possesses a power the Endelikeia despise.
Ele chega e fala, I see! Aí eu já pensei, nossa, já vai ter uma batalha aqui dentro da casa.
You mean... me?
This being is known as the Child of the Full Moon.
Child of the Full Moon. By Endelikeia, you mean Pharaoh?
That is correct.
But what would the Endelikeia have against me? Against a Child of the Full Moon? What is this power the Child of the Full Moon possesses that they despise?
That answer lies only within the hearts of the Endelikeia themselves.
Which means I've got no choice but to find Pharaoh and ask him myself.
Do not be foolish. Meeting Pharaoh would end only in the death of the Child of the Full Moon.
Tá, pera. Então ela é a filha da lua cheia ou algo assim? Pelo que eu tô entendendo? É isso?
But... Estelle, give it a rest.
Calma ainda, Estelle.
Hey, Reggae, Jaeger from Ruinsgate talked about the Endelikeia earlier, didn't he?
Something about them being the ancient race that built Nordopolica.
So Pharaoh built Nordopolica? That doesn't seem possible.
Take your leave. There's nothing more for you here.
Wait, there's something I want to ask you too. What were you doing at that Air Krene? Just who are you? What is that sword of yours?
Those matters exceed your comprehension. Do not ask of them again. Go. I have nothing more to say.
Where do you get off?
Calma, Rita.
Rita.
Duke may have been the one that saved us in the desert.
Maybe.
I'm gonna go and thank him.
Hold up. He doesn't seem the type to do something like that.
You don't think so?
Just a hunch. You said that Child of the Full Moon he mentioned was the sister of brave Vesperia, right?
Yeah. Goddess who bathes this world in her golden light, you are named Child of the Full Moon. Your brother, brave Vesperia, watches over us from the skies. You remain bound to your mother, the Earth, and will shelter her with your unceasing protection.
Is there like a hidden meaning in there?
I'm not sure, but maybe it's more than just an old legend.
Remaining to protect the Earth, huh?
Could protecting the Earth have anything to do with ruling over this world?
You mean like becoming the Emperor? If Estelle is the Child of the Full Moon, that would add up.
Which means all the previous emperors would have been on Pharaoh's hit list.
I've never heard of anything like that.
This all sounds pretty complicated.
Yeah, I suppose it might be a bit too complicated for you, Patty.
It's too complicated for you too, old man.
Rita can explain it to you later.
Me?
Shouldn't we be thinking more about what to do next?
I'm gonna stay here. There are things I've got to investigate.
Investigate?
Clear seal crystals, apatheia, all kinds of things. Honestly, I have a few bones to pick with Mr. Warm and Fuzzy over there. If you're all going back, we'll have to say our goodbyes here.
But...
Eu vou me despedir da Rita.
Oh, that's too bad. I don't imagine the desert will be much fun on your own, but good luck.
Oh, that's right. I can't go anywhere without crossing that desert.
We can afford to take a load off while she's checking things out, can't we? I'm pretty interested in apatheia myself.
If we're going back into the desert, we need to take time to prepare. We don't want to keel over again.
That's true. How about we leave tomorrow? Rita, 1 day should be enough, right?
Shouldn't be a problem. Thanks.
You're welcome. Okay then, we'll meet up near the exit tomorrow morning.
Right. See you then.
Ah, tá. Pelo que eu entendi, é aquela história que a Steel contou ontem sobre a filha da lua cheia, algo assim. Tem alguma coisa a ver com a família real, pelo que parece. Talvez eles estejam, sei lá, alguma coisa a ver com a família real. Parece que eles podem usar as magias sem precisar usar os cristais de Blastia ou coisa assim. E por isso talvez o Pharaoh ele esteja atrás deles para matar, eliminar, exterminar, eu acho. Aí eles perguntaram meio que por que do... Ué, e repeat. Eles meio que perguntaram por que de... Ele está fazendo isso, dele tá fazendo isso, né? Mas eu acho que a gente só vai saber o real motivo disso quando encontramos o Ferro de novo.
So you weren't able to meet Pharaoh after all.
But I learned about some very important things. The child of the full moon, and the Entelekea.
But the only new thing we learned was what those words mean. As for the reason Pharaoh's trying to kill you, it seems we won't know unless we go and ask him directly.
But you heard what he was saying. If I go to meet Pharaoh, he'll just wipe me out.
It looks like we'll never know the truth then.
After all this, it's like I'm being told that I should just give up.
No, no way.
Maybe...
Huh?
Maybe what I'm trying so hard to figure out isn't really that important to know at all.
What do you mean?
If I'd never met you, Yuri, and I just kept living my life in that castle, I would have lived without ever knowing about the Child of the Full Moon, or the Entelekea, or any of that. So maybe I could just go on living without knowing why Pharaoh wants me dead.
So you're saying you should just go back to the capital?
I think that's definitely an option.
Ah, Estela, com certeza você não vai fazer isso. Tu tá falando isso desde o começo do jogo, mas tu nunca volta pra capital.
If that's what you want to do, I won't stop you.
Do Yuri sempre fala a mesma coisa, que não vai impedir ela, e ela... é mesmo, mas eu vou continuar na equipe.
Yuri.
Aí, ó.
Our contract with you is null and void at this point, after all.
That's true.
It's just, I don't really like hypothetical situations. They're not real life. And I'm not too good at pretending to forget things that I already know. If you can do that, then I don't have any problem with it. But can you really?
Then
Aí, ó. Eu vou com vocês.
I can't do that either. But I have no idea what I should do in this sort of situation.
You want to know the truth, but you don't know what to do. That'd be a good summary of your situation, right?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Ah, tô falando. Ela quer saber dos negócios, mas ela não sabe dos negócios. E aí ela fica nesse impasse e quando você vai ver, ela tá acompanhando nós de novo. Eu vou pensar no assunto. Tá. Eu repito falar a mesma coisa. Grum. É Grum. E aí? Você tá voltando de fora também?
Yes, I guess I'm a pretty restless person.
That's unexpected.
You seem to have some problems staying put yourself.
I'm pretty restless myself.
That's not so unexpected, I think. Maybe it's the wanderlust coming back to me from when I used to fly around with Baul all the time.
Yeah, back when you were wearing that weird white armor.
Yes. Are you going to look for Pharaoh by yourself?
Nah.
Oh, then where were you planning on going?
Only a walk.
Oh, I see.
Doesn't it seem like we've been meeting this way a lot recently?
Eu também tô achando.
No, must be your imagination.
Já é a terceira ou quarta vez que a gente se encontra assim. Tem uma armadura branca que ficou estranha, então. Eles vão começar a se preocupar se você não começar a se controlar. Acho que isso resolve? É isso. É, então. Ela tá tipo, sei lá, procurando alguma coisa?
Hey, old man. You can feel free to go on ahead to Nordopolica.
Hey there, youngin'. What? You want to get rid of me so soon?
Wrong. I just wouldn't want you to miss the new moon and your chance to deliver the letter all on our account.
Honestly, I could do fine without your concern.
Wrong again. If brave Vesperia gets in the way of Altosk's work, we'll be apologizing to the Dawn for an eternity.
What? You're too young to bother yourself with such fluff.
It's a matter of brave Vesperia being trustworthy. You see what I mean?
We've still got time left until the new moon. We'll be fine.
You sure?
Anyway, I ain't about to go back through the desert and that cave myself. If I got killed by some monster on the way there, not only would the letter not get delivered...
Mentira, rapaz, você só tá com medo de ir sozinho.
Brave Vesperia certainly wouldn't look very trustworthy to potential clients then, would they?
In that case, we collect your bones and the letter and deliver them as promised.
A gente recolheria seus ossos e a carta e entregaria tudo como prometido.
Oh, how kind of... Wait, hey!
Anyway, just as long as you won't go blaming me if you don't manage to deliver it on time.
No problem.
E aí você vai dar uns mortais de novo, hein? Quando a gente tava no deserto, você tava dando uns 20 mortal. Será que eu consigo voltar pra mansão e ver se tem alguma coisa lá? Eu vou dar uma olhada. É, eu consegui entrar na mansão. Talvez eu consiga explorar a mansão.
I have nothing left to say to you.
You're not gonna follow him?
What's the point? He's not gonna talk to me.
So this was a complete waste of time?
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Apatheia?
When the air crane went berserk, Jaeger was carrying this box. This box was what messed up my magic.
You think the Apatheia is what's causing the air crane to go out of control?
Judging from the evidence, it could be a valid hypothesis.
So when the Blastia and Heliord was going out of control, you think there was Apatheia nearby? And the air crane and cave mock too?
There may have been. Otherwise, maybe the Apatheia's been damaging the whole world's air crane little by little. And a large distortion just happened to appear then.
I see.
It's really nothing more than a guess, but...
You don't sound very sure of yourself.
In science, you continually make hypotheses, then test them, and you get closer and closer to the truth. Well, okay. Maybe I can do something with this after all.
What are you gonna do now?
The next step after a hypothesis is testing it.
Tá, pelo que eu entendi, ela conversou com um espadachim vermelho e ele revelou que a Apatheia, que é esses cristais que a gente conseguiu, meio que estão fazendo os outros sair do controle. Por isso que na outra batalha que a gente tava com esse cristal aí, ela usou uma magia toda errada lá, explodiu tudo e lascou com todo mundo. Talvez seja isso. A gente vai ver mais pra frente. Achei uma marca estranha. Símbolo que reduz o tempo de um mago que imóvel após lançar um feitiço. Deve ser bom pra estilo. Ela demora bastante tempo castando as magias. Uma chave muito velha, parece que abriria ou não abriria. Bom, eu achei um item muito bom aqui, valeu a pena entrar. Porque redução de tempo de casting de skill eu acho que é bom, né? Aí mais skills, mais habilidades, mais coisas. Vamos, controle. Tá, eu vi o Carol ali no pier. Vamos falar com ele. Ei, Carol. Como você tá?
We weren't able to find Pharaoh after all.
Yeah, our first job as a guild was an egregious failure. What do you think? Should we go back to Dongrest?
That might be best, but would you be okay with that, Yuri? And what about Estelle?
I'd be fine with it. As for Estelle, I'll leave that answer up to her.
All right.
This sure is a serene little town.
Huh? Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? No guilds, no empire. It's a little strange.
Yeah, but I think it's relaxing.
Yeah, but even so, I prefer Dongrest.
That's how everyone is. Everybody prefers the place where they grew up.
You too, Yuri?
Well, yeah, sure.
But if we're gonna work together in brave Vesperia, we'll have to decide on a single place for our home base.
We could always make someplace new, you know.
Someplace new?
Yeah, you know, everyone thinks of Dongrest as the Union City, but it's really Altosk City. It could be like that. Brave Vesperia could make its own city.
Brave Vesperia's own city. Yeah, I like that idea.
No.
Well, either way, we've got a lot of jobs as a guild ahead of us before we can be thinking about things like that.
Yeah, now that you mention it, Nordopolica is Polistrali's city, isn't it?
Yeah, if you think of it that way, Nordopolica's more of a guild city than Dongrest, even.
Yeah, and Bellius rules the city, too. Nordopolica, leader of a city, Duce of a guild. Wonder what sort of person Bellius is.
Tá, o Yuri deu a ideia pro Carol sobre uma cidade para a guilda. E sei lá, quem sabe no futuro a gente vê isso, né? Mas ainda tem aquela doida lá da outra cidade que a gente não conseguiu conversar, porque ela disse que tem que ir lá na lua cheia, lua... sei lá o que é essa lua. Ah, olha a parte aqui. E aí?
Would you like a skewer?
Eu quero.
Is it any good?
Why don't you try it out? It's my grandfather's secret recipe.
What? But didn't you say you had amnesia?
I know everything there is to know about Ifrid. I traveled all over researching about him after all. That's how I figured out Ifrid was the one who told me my name was Patty.
Ifrid told you your name?
That's my oldest memory. Just remembering that fond look makes me feel all warm inside. I don't know whether he's really my grandfather or not, but I feel that he was such an important person to me that I can't help but think that's who he is.
I see. Still, it might have been smarter to keep that to yourself.
But...
You're used to it, huh?
I don't let small stuff like that bother me.
Crying gets you nowhere, was it? But even if you understand that in your head, your emotions aren't necessarily gonna listen.
I'm more patient than a camouflaged stone flounder sitting still in a field of stones.
Oh yeah? But your info broker turned his back on you too.
It's nothing. Things will work out. Tomorrow's another day. What will be, will be. In any case, you need to eat up if you want to cheer up.
This is good.
Didn't I tell ya?
Patty obteve o título Dama dos Olhos Secos. Tá. Eu gosto da Patty porque ela é um personagem que, mesmo com a amnésia, ela consegue ser um personagem animado, sabe? Tipo, ela sempre tá procurando informações sobre o avô dela, eu acho. E sei lá, ela é um personagem tão simpático, carismático. Eu gosto do jeito que ela é. Além disso, esses momentos que a gente chega assim, fala com os personagens é bem interessante. Você pega e começa a falar. E eles vão contando um pouco mais da história, sabe? É bem legal. Caramba! O que acha de descansar depois de um dia de trabalho duro? Quer se hospedar por 50 gaudes à noite? Que baratinho! Essa cidade deve ser muito pacífica mesmo. A Paty sumiu. Vamos procurar onde é que eles estão. Todo mundo sumiu aqui. Eu vou passar lá na casa do ancião de novo. Na real, todo mundo sumiu. Que estranho. Presença do sábado. Ué, não tem mais ninguém aqui também. Que estranho. Esse aqui parece muito no caminho, mas não é. Vai, controle, não me abandona, rapaz.
Glad you could make it.
Sorry to keep you waiting. You'll be heading back too, right?
Yes. Thanks to your help, we've recovered our strength. We were thinking we'd cross the desert with you all. That is, if you don't mind.
Just make sure you don't go wandering off.
How about us? What's our plan after this?
I'm headed for the Air Crane and the Wizened of Kados. But I am curious about the Entelikeia, too.
I have the honored task of delivering this letter here to Bellius.
I'd like to meet Bellius once myself. I mean, seriously, the Duce. I want to see just what kind of person the leader of the only guild to rival Altosk really is.
Bellius?
Yeah. Bellius is the Duce of Palestrale, which governs Nordopolica. She's the most important person there.
You're friends with someone that amazing, Carol?
Huh? Friends? Well,
It's Nordopolica for me, too. I'm gonna see what Flynn has to say about those knights in Mantake. That's assuming he's still in Nordopolica, of course.
I want to know why the Entelikeia hate the child of the full moon. Which means I have to meet Pharaoh.
But there's gotta be another way that doesn't involve Pharaoh.
Right. Besides, walking around in the desert just looking for him wouldn't be easy.
Why don't we all head for Nordopolica then? You're only looking to find out the reason you were attacked by the Entelikeia, correct?
Yes?
I imagine Bellius could tell you if you met with her.
Why? Because of the connection between the Entelikeia and the Colosseum?
I do remember Jaeger mumbling something about the Entelikeia of Nordopolica.
If we can believe anything he told us.
Well, we'll pass through the Wizened of Kados on the way to see Bellius. Good enough?
True enough. All right then, Nordopolica it is.
right. First, let's get back to Mantake.
What about Patty?
If I remember correctly, there were some people in Nordopolica who didn't think too highly of Patty.
I'll be fine, as long as I don't run into any of them. As soon as I'm out in the open sea, everything will be okay.
Then, will you come with us?
Aye, that I will.
Didn't Bellius only meet with people on the night of the new moon?
Yeah, we'll have to get a move on if we're going to see her. I'll kick myself if we miss the new moon and have to wait another month.
E reúne a todos e agora eu vou ter que ir pro deserto de novo.
Can a clear CL crystal really be used to make a barrier?
If they could, and we had enough, we'd be able to make as many barriers as we wanted.
Then even areas that suffer frequent monster attacks could be assured safety.
Yeah, but if it were possible, wouldn't something like that have happened by now?
Maybe it's best not to get our hopes up about it then.
Ever the realist, I see.
All I'm doing is speculating on the most probable outcome.
Actually, I think that's what being a realist means.
Eu não sei sobre esses cristais, mas provavelmente não parece coisa boa. Pelo menos por agora, sabe? Pelo que eu ouvi falar, até agora eles parecem ser muito estáveis, perigosos ou coisa assim. Caramba, olha aquela aranha. Ah, eu vou dar uma andada por aqui, só pra ver... Permanecendo no mapa de campo. Tá, antes de entrar no deserto, eu quero ver o que tem ali do outro lado, então. Que... provavelmente depois que eu entrar no deserto, eu não vou poder voltar aqui tão cedo. Caramba, que bichinho é esse? Ai, cactuzinho. Ah, aprendi uma nova. Sempre que eu ponho pro hippie de cozinhar cube, ele faz ração de cachorro. É muito meme. Ah, tem um item ali, eu vou ver o que eu posso pegar dele. Bem assim. Talvez seja só parte do cenário ou não sei. Ah, não custa nada dar uma olhada, né? Não era parte do cenário, viu?
I suppose I could try.
Destruction field blow you away! Dragon! You're dead! Divine Wolf! I gotta try and keep up. You're gone!
Come to me. Are there any more foes about?
Yeah.
Oh!
Tá. Voltando, né? Eu tava pegando esses itens aqui que o bicho tinha deixado. Provavelmente não tem mais nada pra cá. Então eu vou entrar naquela barreira ali, ó. Naquela barreira não, né? Naquela parte ali do deserto.
Sorry if I hurt you.
Aí se não tiver mais nada lá, eu vou voltar.
How's this?
Eita, que isso? Não tô vendo nada, o bicho rodando na minha cara. O bicho tava rodando ali na minha cara, não dava pra ver nada. Vamos ver se tem alguma coisa por aqui. As pedras caídas.
Duke certainly has an air of mystery about him.
He's a real man.
Patty prefers masculine fellas, I see.
I thought he was pretty cold. Would it have killed him to listen to us a little?
Maybe he was caught off guard. He did just kind of show up out of nowhere.
Did one of us say anything rude to him?
Probably you, Rita. Ha! Ow! Ow! Hey, no hitting!
I wonder if he's always lived here in Jormungand.
Who knows? I didn't get the feeling he'd been here all that long, though.
Duke is pretty weird, but this whole town is pretty weird, too.
Tá tendo bastante fogo por aqui,
You could
desculpa.
live a quiet, comfortable life here.
Ah, tá. Antes de entrar naquelas pedras ali extremamente suspeitas, coisas eu vou salvar. Ah, eu não posso entrar agora. Tá, então eu vou voltar lá pro deserto e vou atravessar o deserto de novo. Porque não tinha mais nada pra lá, então eu vou seguir o caminho que é pra eu fazer. Epa, aranha, calma ainda, tarantura.
Sorry if I hurt you.
Ah, fiz errado.
I'll blow you away. Take this.
Oh.
You're dead. Divine Wolf. Resound, O cry of victory.
E é isso. Salvar antes de entrar no deserto, né? Porque razões. Eu não sei o que vai acontecer no deserto agora, mas vamos lá. Ué, eu não posso entrar no deserto? É pra eu conseguir entrar. Deixa eu ver se é. Tem que andar um pouquinho mais pra frente, talvez.
Sorry if I hurt you.
Ah! Aí. Ah! 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 Ah!
Repeat!
Caramba, ela soltou tipo uma baforada de energia. Foi alguma coisa assim. Por alguma razão, motivo, eu não consigo entrar no deserto. Em outros locais aqui, ó. Será que eu buguei o jogo?
We're finally here. I've seen enough sand to last me a lifetime.
You're telling me.
Look, there are people outside the town.
Wonder if that means the curfew's been lifted.
Olha só quem tá aí.
Easy now. Haste makes waste.
Indeed. We need to be cautious here and see what's going on.
Hurry, hurry, all aboard. Let's all enjoy a nice little tour of the desert, shall we?
But while we're gone, the children!
I promise riches to anyone who can bring me the remains of that giant winged monster. Then your children will be able to live in the lap of luxury.
Please, don't make us go!
Stop your whining. I told you vermin to get aboard. Now get moving this instant.
That's just how we were sent into the desert.
Why don't they get on board themselves?
Because they must know just how dangerous this desert is. Just like what happened to us.
The giant winged monster must be Pharaoh!
Yeah, but what's he want to capture Pharaoh so bad for?
Well, what are we gonna do? We can't just stand by and watch, can we?
I don't think it's a good idea to go right now.
I'm afraid that idiot isn't gonna listen to anything a princess would say.
Then what should we do?
Carol, come here a sec.
What? Yeah, I could do that. But I'd need tools. Wait, you mean...
Yes, perhaps this will help.
How convenient. You guys better bail me out if this goes bad.
So you did pick that up?
Well, it was just lying there. I thought it might be useful.
O Yuri, a Judite bate muito legal as ideias deles.
Whatever.
Faz uma dupla interessante.
Now about all we can do is leave it up to the kid.
What is it with these commoners? They're slower than slugs. Get aboard, damn you!
Sir Cumore, everyone is aboard.
Everyone except yourself.
What? Me?
Those who do their jobs slowly will never learn without punishment.
Sir Cumore, please, I beg of you. I have a wife and daughter.
If you'd like to stay here, I'm sure I could arrange for them to go in your place. Now be gone with you.
Carol, don't worry. That young man is very capable.
What's going on? Who was it that readied this coach? Fix the blasted coach! I will find out who's responsible for this.
É que o Carol foi mesmo?
Hand it to the little runt.
You did it.
My heart was pounding like a drum.
This won't do anything more than buy us some time, though.
I think it's about all we can do at the moment.
We're still in the middle of our journey, after all.
Yeah, Kat and Carol would start crying if we tried to tackle the knights head on.
How about we make ourselves scarce before people start getting too curious?
I suppose we'll be on our way then.
Yeah, I'm sure your kids will be so happy to see you, but there won't always be someone around to save you.
Thank you again for all your help.
Guess we should lay low at the inn for a while.
Tá, o Carol basicamente arrancou a carroça do... arrancou a roda da carroça e GG. Agora a gente vai lá salvar eles, eu acho.
Using your power to terrorize people. There's not a soul in the lower quarter that evil. You've gone too far this time, Cumore.
Se eu posso falar com esses soldados? Estranho. E aí, o que você tem pra me vender aí, rapaz? E vem leite e cenoura e bife e alguma coisa a mais, sei lá. Ai, que temor. Chapéu prateado. Armadura, protetor prateado. Eu vou começar a vender armaduras que eu não uso para conseguir dinheiro. Eu tô precisando de dinheiro pro Repeat. Quer dizer, pro Repeat não, para comprar coisa. Agora eu vou comprar. 96 de defesa não é pouca coisa não. A capa com insígnia de fogo aumenta 50% de resistência de fogo e de água. Eu vou pegar isso daqui. E vai que em um futuro distante eu precise. Né? E eu tô sem dinheiro, e deixa eu equipar aqui o Repeat. Ei, Repeat, a tua jaquetinha nova. Ele pega e fala pra mim. Roubo superior? Que isso, macha? Acelera. Aumenta a velocidade de ataques normais durante superação. Casal dos sonhos. Diminui o consumo de PT quando o Yuri estiver no grupo. Essa daqui eu quero. Nossa, essa daqui eu quero muito. Ânimo também aumenta. E eu vou pegar a vitalidade. Vitalidade deve ser melhor que a guarda mágica também. Posicionamento vou bagar o desafio de batalha. Tá, deixa eu ver. O que é que eu tenho que fazer mais por aqui? Por essa cidade maravilhosa. Será que eu consigo falar com o senhor da estalagem? Ver se ele tem informação nova? A primeira vez que eu vim aqui, ele me falou bastante coisa hoje.
Oh, you've returned safe from... Welcome back.
Looks like they still got guards watching him.
Ele tem coisa para falar.
You must be tired. Please enjoy your stay.
That Kumor punk is really a lousy guy.
Why are there so many lousy guys in the world?
It's probably some kind of disease.
It's gotta be the disease they call stupidity.
So you do catch on. I bet you're right.
I wonder why they're trying to capture Pharaoh.
I don't know, but... At this rate, they're gonna send all of the adults in the town out into the desert.
And once the adults are gone, it might be the children's turn next.
No, that can't happen. If I just spoke to him as a representative of the Imperial family.
Are you forgetting what happened in Heliord?
Yeah, Estelle. He didn't care that you were the princess at all.
He's not the kind of person who'll reasonably listen to the words of a princess.
Whatever happened to the talk of going to Nordopolica?
So should we help the townspeople, or should we help ourselves?
Rita.
Don't you want to know what the Entelikeia is thinking? If so, you should put this whole business with Kumor out of your mind for the time being.
It's a strange feeling to be agreeing with you, but I think we should focus on meeting Belius for now. Even if we captured Kumor, we wouldn't have the authority to try him for his crimes. If we can't do anything about him, we should focus on what we actually can do.
If only Flynn were here.
Flynn? But where is he?
Eu acho que mesmo se o Flynn estivesse aqui, não ia acontecer nada.
I wish I knew.
Guess we can't kill two birds with one stone, huh?
I'm sorry, Estelle. We don't mean to be ganging up on you. It disgusts me too, to imagine that jerk snoring all nice and cozy in his bed right now. But...
Rita, I understand.
Lock up a guy like that, and as soon as he's released, he'll just end up doing the same thing again.
Yep, you know what they say. The only cure for stupidity is death.
Aí não, né, Riven?
The only cure for stupidity is death. I guess I'll have to play by my own rules.
Aí vai o Yuri da Mante Vigilante.
Kumor.
No! Yuri, it's you! What are you doing here?
Rapaz.
Someone come quick! You would cross swords with a noble? Very well. I accept your challenge. No! How could this?
You talk too much, Cumore. The time's come for you to make your exit.
Do you have any idea the trouble you're in for even pointing that thing at me? Wait! I'm not the one to blame. I've just been following orders. I had no choice.
Then don't hate me. Hate whoever gave you your orders.
Wait! How about this? I could use my authority to pardon all of your crimes. A fresh start. I may even be able to have you reinstated as a knight. I have no shortage of money. With enough money, I'm sure I could satisfy your every wish. Go ahead. Tell me what it is you want.
Não sabe ele que o Yuri tá buscando a justiça e que ele já não tem mais nenhum crime.
There's only one thing I want from you.
And what might that? No, stop! Stay back! Don't come any closer, you beast! I am Cumore, the captain of the Imperial Knights, the man destined to become Commandant! I beg you, spare my life! Please, no! Not like this! I don't want to go like this!
Tell me, how many times have you heard those very words?
Joga corda, Yuri. Vai lá. Ih, rapaz.
My people have taken control of things here. The residents of this town won't suffer any longer.
That ought to put you one step closer to your next promotion. I'm heading back to the others.
Yuri, we need to talk later.
I know.
I'll be waiting, down at the lake.
Será que o Flynn sabe o que o Yuri fez? Ah, a menina querendo meter a pé no guarda. Tipo NPC do GTA.
Who'd have guessed this town could ever be this lively?
Yes, it's a great relief to know that people here can live freely again.
I'm still in shock that Flynn actually came.
That was amazing timing!
But Cumore might just cause more pain somewhere else.
You watch. Flynn will have that guy behind bars in no time. Right, Yuri?
Oh, yeah.
Yuri? Raven, you're gonna catch a cold.
He wore himself out playing with all the children. You'd think he was 12 years old.
Welcome back.
They're still going out there. I can't keep up with them.
Eu não sei se vocês perceberam, mas tipo... Tá como se fosse um clima pesado, né? A trilha sonora tá assim, ó, pam, pam. Só que eles são todos animados, só que o Yuri tá lá naquela, sabe?
What happened to Patty?
She's still dancing. I really don't get kids.
I saw you having a good time, though. You're an awesome dancer, Rita.
Shut up. Huh? The old man's asleep already?
That was quick. Yuri?
Just gonna go have a word with Flynn. I'll be back.
Caramba, essa cena foi simples, mas foi diferente, sabe? Parece que o clima levinho do jogo se foi, né, nessa cena. Ainda mais, cadê o Flynn? Flynn deve estar por aqui, ó. Ó, não tem um guarda aqui? Não, ele não tá. Ah, ali ele. E Flynn.
Why don't you have a seat?
You said we needed to talk?
Tell me, why did you kill Kumor? You know it's not our place to pass sentence on the crimes of others.
Ele sabe.
He was to be punished in accordance with the laws.
And just what laws do you think would have punished him? The same laws that failed to punish Rigaud? Give me a break.
Yuri, you...
The laws have always been the tools of whoever happens to hold all the chips.
Just saying that doesn't make it right for individuals to judge right from wrong, or for you to operate your own private court of law. If the laws are at fault, then fixing those laws comes first. It's for that very reason that I'm still with the Imperial Knights.
But you can't deny that lives were saved because those bastards were put down. You'd rather tell those people, sorry you have to die today, I promise we'll change things soon.
That's not what I'm saying at all.
They're out there, you know. People so bad they'll just go on hurting others. What can the average person do but be victimized by people like that? You know it was the same way with our people in the lower quarter.
Even so, Yuri, what you're doing isn't right. Do you intend to rain your justice down on all the villains of the world? That's the behavior of a common criminal.
I recognize it for what it is, and I've made my choices. Murder is a crime.
And even knowing that, you intend to dirty your hands.
Intend to? I already have.
So this is the path you've chosen.
Don't make me repeat myself.
I won't. But it seems you don't yet understand the full weight of your choices. As a knight, I cannot overlook your crimes.
Captain, I finally found you!
What is it?
Our barricade of Nordopolica has been completed. Also, it appears that the hunting blades are on the move. Sir, we must go to Nordopolica quickly. Captain!
Understood.
Sir.
Yuri? I know you better than anyone alive, Yuri. If you insist on walking down the path of a criminal...
Oh, wait! Repeat! Yuri...
So, you heard it all?
I'm sorry.
Are you afraid of me, Estelle? If you are, you can quit right here. Join Flynn and go back to the castle.
I'm not going back.
Hey.
It's true the things you've done are against the law, but I'm confused. It's also true that your actions saved the lives of others.
You never know. Someday I might turn my blade on you.
You'd never do something like that without a reason. If you ever end up pointing your sword at me, I'm sure I will have done something to deserve it.
If you're going to go with Flynn, now's your chance. You seem like he was in a hurry.
No. I'm gonna continue on this journey with you. It's what I want. Traveling with you, I know I'll find the right path for myself, too. So what I'm thinking is... here's to the road ahead.
Thanks.
Oh, I haven't sawed logs like that for a good long while.
Yeah, it's called oversleeping.
We're ready to hit the road, so get that sleep out of your eyes.
Hey, old man, your eyes are all droopy.
What? That's not good.
Jeez. Huh? There are fewer nights than before.
Yeah, Flynn and his crew went back to Nordopolica.
That must mean they were traveling by night.
Was there some emergency they had to deal with?
They wanted to eat some fish, so they went back to Nordopolica.
Oh, come on, Patty. They're not like you.
Maybe they had to take care of the monsters from the Colosseum.
I'll bet Paul Estrale requested the help of the knights.
We'll have to wait and see. Well, it's just that Flynn said something about a barricade.
Barricade? What could that mean?
Are they out to arrest Bellius for what happened in the Great War?
I can't imagine that Paul Estrale would be outmaneuvered that easily by the knights.
I get the feeling this is gonna get messy.
Maybe we should think twice about heading back to Nordopolica for now.
But the new moon's almost here. If we miss this chance, who knows when we might meet Bellius again?
If I can't go to Nordopolica, I can't get on a ship. If I don't get on a ship, I won't be able to find the Maristella or recover my memory.
That's all well and good. I'm just not in a hurry to get tangled up with that armor-wearing bunch.
Me neither.
We'll just have to be careful, like always. No use panicking about it.
Don't forget, I want to take a look at the air crane and Kados.
Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. All right, let's head out.
E a todos. Tá, pelo que eu vi, pelo que eu pude entender, Yuri fez justiça com as próprias mãos e matou o Komori soterrado na areia. Pelo que parece, eu já posso andar no resto da cidade. E provavelmente esse daqui é o gancho para mais coisas da história que vai acontecer em seguida. Provavelmente uma hora ou outra, eu não sei, talvez o fim tenha que questionar o Yuri pelo que ele está fazendo, mas por agora é o que aconteceu, né? O que aconteceu foi que o Mori acabou assassinado e isso resultou na salvação da cidade. Provavelmente ele não vai fazer mais coisas ruins como ele estava fazendo antes, mas o Yuri agora é um justiceiro. E é isso pelo episódio de hoje, gente. Muito obrigado pela atenção. Até o próximo episódio. Valeu!